Hi everyone, Mary at Espresso Press Design. Thank you for joining me today, January 24th, 2025. I'm sorry I've been away. I'm going to talk about that a little, as much as I can relate. But first, let me get my thank yous out of the way. Anne, Penny, AJ, Rebecca, Sandy, Sheila, Nancy, Gina, Pat, April, Susan, Teresa, Debbie, Heidi, Kelly, Julie, the Porcelain Rose, and Christy. Thank you so much. I haven't been able to work or do anything lately, but I thank you so much. The latest paper collection is Winter Journal paper collection. It's cute little, sweet little paper collection, which I would be dying to work on because I have tons of ideas. And then this one, which I started, and it's really not for Valentine's Day, so I'm not going to worry about it, but I hope it's finished soon because I really love this paper. So, let me put these back here. Where have I been? Well, I've been laid up actually. Had to take my daughter back to school. The long car ride, I don't know what happened, but my leg swelled up. So I have had to be in bed with my leg propped up. Not allowed to do much of anything until the swelling goes down. So I have an autoimmune condition, which I've never spoken about. Whether it's a flare, I don't know. I haven't had one since at least 2014, 2015. But I have to go get a bunch of tests, and I can't even get in for a week or two. So that's where that is, and according to them, I'm not even really supposed to be here right now, but it's just been torture for me not to be able to do any crafting or anything. So I'm going to try to do a very quick little craft today, something that's been on my mind. And of course, I've been watching tons and tons and tons and tons of videos. And the thing that has been on my mind is different types of journals and how this can be something for everyone, even if you don't consider yourself to be much of a journal writer, which I'm not. So I consider myself like a chronicler. Like, I like to write down specific travel things and things I like to remember and events and things like that, but I'm not a write down my feelings type of journal person, let's put it that way. And of course I love paper and I love the collage and I love all things like that. But I was watching Marguerite Miller, who is primarily known for her collages, but she has a video of every journal she ever made, and I was surprised to find that she doesn't really like to journal either. So this isn't really from her, but that was kind of surprising to me. So I found this ways to incorporate words and things into your journal if you're not really a journaler. And my daughter, her major is in English and her minor is in art therapy. So I've been kind of like bookmarking things for her to read about regarding art therapy. And I found this interesting little article called Torn Paper Transformations. And it's an art therapy technique. And I'm going to give you the directions on how to do it. And it's also a way to incorporate words into your journal if you don't particularly like to journal. So what you're going to need, I have a bunch of collage fodder here, and I'm going to try to keep this short because, as I said, I'm supposed to be up there with my leg propped up, but it is getting there, I'm happy to say. So I have a bunch of that. I have a stencil, have a focal point, and I have you'll need a piece of paper to write on. And what you are going to write about is things, I also thought this would be good for January, things you want to let go of, things you want to leave behind, things like that. Now, what you category of let go of that you want to choose, that's up to you. You know, it could be bad habits, it could be people, it could be mental states, whatever. I'm going to leave that up to you. And then what you're going to do, after you write it down, you're going to tear it up. Okay? So that's going to be my first action here, is tearing up this little paragraph that I wrote. So let me get it away from here so that I don't have to waste this entire sheet of paper. If I can tear it, it's pretty sturdy. I don't know what's on there. I think marker, coffee or something. So yes, I have been diligently doing what they say. Because, well, it's not my whole leg. It's mostly around my knee. But it was nothing, I didn't do anything, but this just filling up with fluid and not having a full range of motion. It's tight and it hurts because of that. So here we go. I'm going to tear this up. Okay, I would say that's good enough. Okay, so here we go. Let's just get started getting some things down here. And this is as big as I'm going today because I'm breaking the rules. And it's been killing me, honestly, to not be down here, really. And it's just too hard to try to do anything upstairs when your leg is constantly propped up. Okay, let's see what else we have here. So excuse me if I'm not, you know, I'm probably definitely seriously out of practice here too. Oh well, okay, let me get some of this. So I'm basically, I could be collaging in my collage book. And I'm wondering if I should do that instead, since it's smaller. I think I might actually, just because it's smaller. Give me a second here, please. Where'd you go? Okay. Maybe I can actually do 2 pages. Okay. Let's see. There isn't too much in here that's red, but this book is almost finished. Let's see, maybe I'll go black. So, come on. See, all these papers are kind of vintage. Really not. Let me see. Okay, let's do this. And I'm going to cover this. I wish I had more red, but that's the way it goes. Okay. Actually, you know what? I am not going to like that. I know that right off the bat. So let's go back to the original plan. I don't have another collage book here. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Because I don't know where this might end up. Okay, glue book, glue paper. So, I don't even know where my glue is. Yeah, it's been killing me to not be down here. So in this article, I'm just going to share the article because I can't really sit at my desk either to do any writing. So I'm not going to mess around with that either. Just going to make a very simple little collage here. And then I'm probably going to cut it up further. But in the article, I think it said what different types of art therapy techniques are good for. And tearing up paper is good for anger. I think that's what it said. So maybe that's some hidden grammar about why junk journaling is popular. Who knows? You know, I don't mean to get all Freudian here, but so yeah, I thought my daughter was going to switch her minor because so she could actually get more art classes. She loves art, and if she did switch, she would actually be getting more hands-on art classes like pottery and all that kind of stuff. And I thought she did switch, but apparently she didn't. So she said, if I don't like it, I can still switch later. And I'm just said, fine, I'm going to stay out of it, but you know, I know plenty of people who kind of took that approach, and then before they knew it, 4 years was over, and then they had to cobble together some kind of degree. I don't want that to happen to her either. So, I mean, I'm sure it's interesting either way, but she really loved art in school, and she really liked the things that they didn't do too often, like pottery and jewelry making and things like that. In college, where they have all those, or university, where they have all those unlimited supplies that you can take advantage of. $20. I still didn't get any words on there yet, but I will. So I'm sure this is supposed to have a little bit more of a design. But I'm just going to plop one focal point on there and call it done. And I probably should have got out more paper. And I just didn't want to be away for longer and not... I didn't want to write anything in a community post. So this is telling me I really have to take better care of myself. I already know that. And usually I do take very good care of myself because I don't have any choice. Because people depend on me, and I don't have any choice but to take care of myself. And then something else happened that was quite sad. My husband's co-worker died. He just got diagnosed with cancer, and he had one treatment, and then they found him dead in his apartment. Apparently he bled to death for some reason, had internal bleeding, and I don't really know what happened. But it was quite a surprise because he had been in. Well, he got pneumonia, he recovered, and then he just started his first treatment. And he just moved in a new apartment. So it was sad and shocking. He was a nice guy. And so I couldn't go to the funeral, but my husband did. And then I had to go to the dentist, but it was too late to get out of it. And my dentist is an hour away, so there was 2 more hours sitting in the car. That I really didn't want to do. Okay, so now I got to get these words in here. Tear that little edge. I mean, I used to journal when I was younger, much younger, 20-something. I burned them all. And I didn't mind doing that, so don't freak out. I didn't mind doing that at all. It's not like I'm chronicling history. Although I do have, well, no, actually I have like letters and things from family members who lived in some very important times. Like the Civil War, and when one of them is from the day Lincoln got shot. So I mean that kind of stuff. But now I just feel like I'm more, it's just a process of creating. is good enough for me. Especially creating something tangible. I mean, I've been on the computer now for what? Let me add it up. I don't even know if I want to do that. I have one of the first Macs ever made, put it that way. And it still works. Wait. 30 years? I don't know. In my mind, trust me, the magic is long worn off. And my daughter, she got some more. She didn't take any of her art supplies because she draws on the tablet and she draws on the phone, and I'm like, you didn't even take any of your pencils? Nothing. No, I don't need them. Okay. That's what she said. So, okay, let me see this little spot. This little spot. I should have put that underneath. I'm 100% sure, probably. You still seem a little wet. Okay. Go like that. That back down. Okay, one little sliver. And then I just chose a heart. Just chose a heart for a focal point. I mean, this really isn't a masterboard. It's supposed to be a collage. And that's not, that needs to be on something more plain. I know that. I'm not getting out the paint. Okay, so this is kind of like a fun little thing. And the first thing she did in her art therapy class was a collage. Now, if I told her collaging can be very therapeutic, okay. That's probably should take. Come on. That probably should take wet glue. Okay. And look at my writing. I can tell I'm sick. Looks like scribble. I seldom write anymore either. You should write occasionally just to practice your handwriting. It's good for you. Oh, come on. Where am I? 32. Okay, so much for 15 minutes. I'm also going to do some stenciling on here. Some of this really needs to be knocked back. It's pretty bold. Okay, let me trim this up. I still have my paints and everything here from the day I left it. I think I've been down here once just to glance around. So I hope I'm back soon on a regular schedule. If not, I'm just going to find a way to do very short videos until I get back to normal. I am not going to watch all of this hard work go down the drain. And plus, I just enjoy it. It's my sanctuary to be able to do some hands-on creating. Especially in the winter. Okay, let me see, what could I take? I think I probably better stick with gray and try to knock some things back here a little bit. So let's see if this stencil, I sprayed that before I started, it's dry already. Let me see if this brush stencil technique works better today. I highly doubt white watercolor will show up, so I don't even know what's in there. Okay, let's see what happens. Well, it's smeared, that's what happened. You're not supposed to smear or drip. If I'm using this brush, well, okay, it wasn't flat. Okay. Ugh. Well, You're not supposed to worry in art therapy about what it ends up looking like, so that's probably a good thing. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. That's terrible. So, okay. I'm starting to get a little, pain. So, I'm probably going to wrap this up like right now. But okay, that's what's going on, everyone, and give this a try. It is fun. It is therapeutic. It is a good way to incorporate words if you're not really a journaler. So, just do better than I did, that's for sure. Okay, everyone, thanks for your time. I'll see you next time. Bye.